Okay, so in this tutorial I was going to show you how to add buttons to a list view, specifically command buttons. These are buttons that have been assigned or are assigned command names that are auto-recognized by Visual Studios or ASP, such as edit, update, cancel, delete, insert, and select. The general database commands, which allow a front-face user to edit and modify objects within a database. So I did it with one, so let's start out by showing the example. Okay, so let's go down to the list view that I've already done it on. Here it is right here. So let's say that there's an employee that's looking at one of these things and realizes they need to edit that object. So they can just click on it, and ideally it would not, whenever it refreshed, it would take you back to the location where you were already at. But if you wanted to change name, you could change name or change the image file and then click update, and it would update this data. So let's show how to add these edit buttons. Now, okay, let's scroll down to there it is right here. The object, the list view that we're going to add these buttons to. Let's go up some to the very top of this list view code. And here's our first item template. Here's the name, image file. You remember last tutorial we already added this image. Next thing we're going to do is add the edit button. Okay. So to start us out, let's just drag the A button over to our list view, the code for our list view. And if you notice down here, the edit template, there's already code for the buttons, but this data isn't viewable to the user. So we need to put the data into the item template section of the ASP list view code so that the buttons will be viewable by the user. So instead of the text being buttons, let's have it change it to edit button. Now this name could be anything you want to. Now this command name is very specific. The command names are recognized by ASPX. So I want to do edit. When I type this in, ASP recognizes this and says, aha, I am in a list view object and my command name is edit, therefore my job will be to edit a specific item shown in this list view. So that's what this edit is going to do. It's going to edit the database for a specific item. Got everything. So let's copy this so we have it in all text boxes. Might as well. So let's look for the next item template. I guess it says empty item template. It's not insert item template. Here we go. And let's insert a button into this so that every cell will have one of these edit buttons. Okay, edit, edit, edit. Remember that these are alternating cells, so you're going to have two item templates for the two various cells. You know, one's gray, so you're going to have two different CSS styles. Okay, so we got everything. Let's run this. here's the one that y'all saw before, and here's ours right here. And we can go in. Of course, haven't done anything with the CSS yet, so it's not really formatted or nice looking. But you can go edit, and that's something that has to be fixed when you implement this into a real website, is it's got to take you back to the exact location. So you can edit it, Let me see, I'm not too sure if I enabled editing for this list view yet, so it might give me an error message. Okay. Updating is not, so I gotta do like we did for, I think it was grid view, or one of the other objects in the tutorial a while back. We had to make sure that enabling was allowed for the SQL data source 3. So this will be real quick. Let's go down to the SQL source 3. Shazam. Configure. Got this. Connection string. We go here. Remember this? Advanced. Oh no, Mr. Bill. And you cannot select. You can't select that. Turn only unique rows. Very interesting. Because I have not selected watches. Oh yeah. Okay. So we have to have one more. That's not horrible, I guess. You gotta dump one more thing into your bucket. The SQL data source, this configure data source, in order to update something, it has to know the product ID, so it knows where to go in the database. It needs this object, this data source, when it executes, or when it goes to change a database, some data in the database, it has to know the ID for the item which you want to change. Just telling this data source object the name and image file isn't good enough to get it to ensure that you are pinpointing just one item. For the product ID, every product ID for every object is unique, and so you know that, or the SQL data source can then go to that specific product and change. Yes. No. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Still got that. Okay, I did not want to edit that. Darn. Come on. Product ID. Yeah, I should have said no to the last one. I did not read. Yep. Next, finish. Okay, so I should be able to edit now. Let's try this out. Okay, so here's typical, what we did. Okay, here's where we... Fog machine. So let's pretend I changed it. Update. Shazam! And now it lets me update it to course. I did not change it, but if I did, if I had changed something, yeah, if I had changed something, I guess I could change the name. It's not going to kill me to change the name. Because it's not like I'm changing the product ID or something. Fog machines, whatever. Update. Let's scroll down. Now it's a fog machine still. Did I click cancel? Don't want to click cancel. Fog machine. I don't think I did. 3. Machine is interesting. So it didn't accept the update. Gotta figure out why it doesn't do that, but that's how you get a edit button in there. I guess you actually have to put some code behind it. I haven't read that file yet. I guess it'd be nice to read. Oh, I got to bind it. Yes, it would be nice. Okay. Okay. So that's the lesson for today. I'll show you in the next um, video how to actually configure this edit button so that it functions as you would expect it to.